Naira Arakilian from Marmavi Development Center, NGO. I'd like to thank Ms. Agopian to you and share the information that I received from the community borders, the women from there, regarding your campaign. And while answering the previous question, you mentioned something. First of all, I'd like to thank you. And the second issue, how long are we going to speak about peace? Whereas the conflicting party's first wife all the time speaks about war. And because Mr. Sharp is here, I would like to know whether international organizations have such a mandate, have such a mission with our conflicting party. Because it is about most importance for women there to also come up with statements for peace. And the second question, which is very important for me, related to the 1325 resolution, about the educational component. How are you for or against in your campaign? Do you pay attention to the point that higher education institutions should speak of this resolution? They should present the National Action Plan. Regardless of how well we try to raise awareness, what do you think? How successful will we be in this sector? And Mrs. Batuyan, quickly, one question as well. You brought great changes in supporting women. Are you trying to have such events in Artsakh as well? Yes, in the bordering communities, women do have great difficulties. They need social support and etc. Thank you. I will start from the second question, if you don't mind. And in essence, this campaign has its own activities, and it is does not have much to do with this resolution. It is just part of the implementation activities of the resolution. And in essence, it just by chance it occurred to be on the same path. All the activities of the government ministries, I am quite unaware, because it's the government's action plan, and I'm more than sure that they will implement it to the best. Regarding the First Lady of the neighboring country, yes, you are right. Her response to my activities are very often quite aggressive, and up to now we do not have a single response that she also wants to join Women for Peace activity, or for her to come up with such a statement for both conflicting parties to be peaceful. I do not know why this happens, how this happens, I do not know. It is hard for me to understand a woman or a mother who would not join this initiative, who would not speak about the peace from your heart. This is it's just above my abilities to imagine how this can occur. A few days ago, Mehriban Aliyeva tweeted or telegrammed, wrote a status that it is their dream to listen mughams in Karabakh, to hear mughams in Karabakh. I can assume in what context she expected that to occur, but now I would invite Mehriban Aliyeva to Karabakh. She can be our guest. We will, as Armenians, always, as the people of Artsakh, we know how to take care of our guests, how to respect our guests. And of course, we will ensure it is also accepted to respect our guests by performing their music. Therefore, we can perform mughams for her as a courtesy to our guests, and she can hear her favorite mugham in Karabakh. This is truly an invite. If she accepts this invite, I myself am ready to be in Baku and be part of their cities culture, visit them, which is within the framework of UNSC 1325 resolution. I believe this will be on the highest level of implementation all around the world. But if Mehriban Aliyeva thinks that her dream is for them to move to Karabakh, and she means as a result of war, I am more than sure that dream will not come true. If they start a new war, I believe new settlements, where there will be new settlements where they will discontinue to be able to hear mughams anymore. So if she says that we're dreaming of hearing mughams in Karabakh, well, there is only one path towards that. That's through peace. That's having good relationships as neighbors with Artsakh, visiting one another as guests. They can come to Karabakh to have tea and listen to mughams. And the people of Karabakh also would love to be in Baku and the various settlements there. At this moment, maybe this is not very realistic, but this is possible. It's not a fantasy. Various countries around the world, various nations have been able to overcome wars for longer periods of time. Have been able to overcome various wars, genocides, and now live next to each other without any difficulties. And they are best friends. So if this has been possible for European people, why should not this be a possibility for us? What would be necessary? For the Azerbaijani party to have the necessary political will and to just forget about this great desire of war, to understand that war is not a solution, and they will just receive gifts of great pain if this is the choice they make. I do not want to speak from a negative, aggressive note, but it's just, my invite is serious. My invitation is serious. Naidi Grace is interpreting for you. Thank you for your attention.